Welcome back. In this episode, we are going to do a little bit of a tour of ConvertKit just to become familiar before we start diving in. This page right here is the dashboard, and you can see here again is that welcome video. So if we need to go back to that, it just pops that back up, which is really nice. So in case you didn't have a chance when you first logged in and you skipped it, you can always go back to it, but just know that it will eventually go away. I'm not sure what the time limit was. I didn't pay attention to that, but it doesn't stay up in that upper corner the whole time. So it walks you through that, and then we have that customized blueprint that it talks about, and what that's referencing is this right here. This blueprint, it's interesting because it goes back to a tech perspective. So throughout this series, we are going to be looking at this as a course creator, and that's our goal. But as you can see, there's not an X or anything. So in order to get this to go away, you have to complete these 5 steps. So let's go ahead and do at least the first one, and then we'll come back to do some of the other ones later on. But I just want to walk you through. So if this is the next step you want to do, we're going to share this. And let's just click through. We're going to grab our landing page. If I actually was going to share this, again, this is a demo account, so I'm not going to. This is the URL that I'm going to grab. And notice here again, when we set up our account, we created this Coach O'Malley demo. And it then has the ConvertKit and it's a pages. In this case, it just has a generic code that has been assigned to this. I can go directly, so if I wanted to go out to Twitter, I could log into a Twitter account and share that. Same thing with Facebook. The next thing is I can actually click this as completed. And so at any point, if this is something that we're not going to do, we can do that. So for example, we're not getting into this advanced functionality because again, our goal is to focus in on the free account. So here, if I maybe click this, maybe that will make it go away. But for now, I'm going to go back to the home page. Hopefully that registered it. So I have 2 of them done. Nope, it did not. So that is the unfortunate thing with software tools is all too often they flip over to that mindset of you're going to go through the tool functionality rather than what the actual features are that you're going to use. And that's okay. We're good with that for now. We will come back here and create a form after we finish this walkabout, but I do want to just talk to you through the different pieces of and give you this tour. Down in the lower right, this is the Creator Network. In one of the other videos, I did mention this. It's a wonderful resource where you can find and connect with other ConvertKit users. I highly encourage joining it. It doesn't hurt anything to join the community, and if you get stuck, it is in the free account. That is the community we use to get support, and so we support each other. But again, you also are more than welcome to message me, and I'm happy to jump on a call at any point, because as you're going to find out through this video series, I have done and tried as much as I can to break the tool and find the nuances to it. So that is the dashboard or the landing page at this point because we haven't done much else. And then up here is our general navigation. As with most things, if we click on the icon in the upper left corner, that takes us back to this landing page or the home page, and that does work that way. Most of what we're going to do within this series is stay within this grow. So we're going to manage our subscribers. We're going to create our profile. We will go into the landing pages and forms and create some of those. We, for right now, are not going to do the recommendation thing. That is something that we would need to go up to the paid account. Then into the send area, we will stay within the broadcast space, but we are able to leverage the email templates and also the snippets. So these 3 are what we're going to do. And I definitely will need to verify, but I don't recall I'm going to have to double check because I think we get access to one sequence or multiple sequences along the way as the free account, but I need to definitely double check that before we move down that path, and we've got a lot to set up before then. Automations, here again, we aren't worrying about this at the moment. We do have access to some of the API functionality, but right now we're going to skip that. We do have access to the earn information with our free account, so I definitely will go through that and walk through those processes and have some videos. And then this is where those resources I previously showed you of the documentation, here's the community if you join that, and then the Creator University. So that's where you can access those courses. Great resource if you haven't already checked it out. Moving right along, we have our latest and greatest functionalities here, so they keep us updated on what has happened, what's coming, and going from there. This is really nice. So limit the post to subscribers, so you could have certain things where they're viewing certain things on your page. So we'll definitely talk about that. We are in the trial, so we created this account yesterday. I'm going to try to go through as much of the training here today and get as many of these videos, so you're going to see that lucky number 13 quite a bit. For now, I'm not upgrading this account, but I do want us to get into our settings space. So as with most software and web tools, up in the upper right is our profile. I am going to settings at this point. Moving right along, on the left-hand side, you will see these are our general categories. On the right-hand side, again, we have our options for what we're going to do. I can upload a picture if I wanted. If I want to change a name or change any information here, I can. I can even change my password. I highly encourage that you set up multi-factor authentication settings. You can use either the authentication app, or you could do your text messages if you have that set up on your account. Going from there, our notifications. So how much do you want to know about it? I am going to leave this as, actually, I'm going to do this as monthly since this is my demo account. I don't necessarily need the weekly. On my personal account, I definitely want my weekly activity as my subscriber list grows. And actually at this point, because I'm not going to be having anybody for this free account, I'm going to turn those off. I would 100% want to make sure that I turn on the email. So email me when someone subscribes to my list. Although you could do that. That way then you can personally reach out to them, thank them. But we can also have things set up in the automation. So we'll talk more about that, but know that this feature is here. And if you are using the purchase functionality, I 100% encourage you to make sure that your messages are going out when someone makes a purchase, because you definitely want to focus on that experience. And you are going to hear me talk about that course experience over and over. So play around with the notifications as you're getting going, not a crucial step, but once you are up and running, it is a vital one. In here, we have our general account settings. I love that I can set my brand coloring here. It is nice to be able to have access to that. So all I do is I click on this. I personally have a document where all my hexadecimal codes are recorded. Hopefully you have that as well. If not, once again, I'm happy to help you figure it out. There are tools where you can use a little dropper to get that hexadecimal code. But if you've worked with a branding specialist, they should have provided that to you. If not, let me know and we can hop on a call real quick. My email, going into here, I definitely want to make sure in this space, notice right here my email addresses, I'm going to click on this. I don't want the email address to be who it's from. I want this to be from Coach O'Malley. And then I can go down from there. And you'll notice it is confirmed already because I did go into my email account. If yours is not showing as confirmed, it just means you need to go to your email and confirm it through that process. I am going to click the check to save that, and now my email address is set up there. So Coach O'Malley Gmail is a free address. This may negatively impact your deliverability. 100% take the time to read through this. For again, my purposes, I have my own domain that I am using, so hubrex.com, and that is the email address that I use. But this is worth noting that if you don't have a professional account, it is worth having a conversation with your tech support group, or I'm happy to jump on a call. When we're looking at our default time zone and then sending times, I'm personally in the Eastern time zone, so this is correct. I do not want an email to go out at 7 a.m. I personally prefer like a 10 a.m. email. And then in this case, if I am working on this with Coach O'Malley, I'm only going to send messages Monday through Friday. I don't want to fill people's inboxes on the weekend in this case. And then you will see there is a default address that comes in. You do need to provide your actual address legally in order to send and receive messages through your system there are legal ramifications and the reason for that. So definitely here again, they provide a fabulous article, and there are ways where you can get an alternative physical address. So right off the bat, you could rent a PO box, you could use, a UPS store, try co-working spaces. So there are workarounds for it, and there are some great ideas here. So once again, I love how they provide resources, tips, and tricks along the way as you are setting this whole thing up. So make sure you go through all of these settings and actually take the time to do it. Your subscribe or your unsubscribe survey. So if you have that set up, we can always come back and do that. Subscriber consent and privacy. So show all subscribers after they opt in, don't show to anyone. So this is the option to show a page to subscribers. I have my personal account set up where I embed into the email subscription a confirm. So once they subscribe, they receive an email, they must confirm, just like I do with my account. So that's the approach I personally have taken. I don't recall if I changed anything. I am a save-aholic, so I'm going to save it anyway. Going from there, I'm going to walk through the domain. Here again, maybe all I want is, so this here, maybe I want to change this. Let's do coach demo. Let's actually just change this to Hubrex. Oh no, let's flip it. Demo Hubrex. That way then it aligns with my website. And then here you're going to see there is a creator profile, or that landing page that we created in that last video for that new email course. I'm going to leave it set to the creator profile. We will in another video talk about that and then come back and change this if we decide to. I can add my custom domain. We can do that again in a separate video. Just know that that setting is here. It does take setting up DNS records, so that if you are not your tech, we 100% would want to do that at a later time. And then here again, there is an option for verified sending domain, but you need to be sending at least 5,000 messages per month. Otherwise, it's not worth doing. So know that I did make a change, so I am going to save again. Commerce, here again, this would be if you are taking advantage of the paid functionality. I will definitely do some videos on that since that does come with the free account. So we would want to set this up and connect it. But ultimately what we do, this is, it can either be for your individual, your pay, or your company. And here I go. I would just go out here and get paid with whatever it is you're using. So you would go through the steps to connect your Stripe account, your PayPal account, whatever the case is. And I'm going to go back because I'm not setting that up here. Billing information, same thing, fill that all in. Don't need to until a later date. You will see that right now it defaults to the 1,000 subscribers because again, I am on the free plan until my 14 days are up, or actually I'm on the upgraded plan until the 14 days are up. But then you can email the team to have it converted to the free plan if you would like, or it will just transition if you haven't entered in credit card information. So don't enter billing information until you have truly committed to transitioning to the paid account. Your team, here again on the free account, we only have access for our owner. So don't, again, if you're going to stick with the free account for the moment, don't worry about adding team members. And then here you have your API. So you do have access to API functionality. You would click on the copy and then you would click the show and then copy that as well. Again, I'm not worried about you seeing that because I'm not connecting this to anything. The nice thing here as well is the advanced tracking. So if you wanted to get down into the weeds of that, you can definitely do so. I'm going to go back to the home page. So that is the quick walkthrough of the dashboard on the landing page here, as well as the menu options and our settings within here. At any point, you can come back in here, do some of these steps. Once again, the big thing would be getting your address added. So your general account information as well, if you wanted to add that. But you do need to, in order to start sending emails, you do need to have your actual physical address in for your business or yourself added to it. Thanks again. The next one, we are going to dive into subscribers and set up our very first form.